Hello 11, hello Potato Bot, hello Pazoots. Fun, yeah. Use that word here. That's what Yoyami Biscuit's about. The thing to help keep my sanity. I nearly a full-time LNN grind. It's only part. I only stream for like LNN grind for 2 hours a day. And 11's already posting images. Someday I'll mod someone just to whack 11 on the head. Hello, Toaster. Ooh, I tapped right. Ooh. I guess trying to fight Yuko? Yeah, but what's trying? Blah! It's okay. Work. I'm jumpy right now. Villager? No, that's not me. They're at a table playing a game with a bet. Yeah, but who's winning? I assume Yuko's still winning. Too aggressive. Now Pazoots is posting links. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a little more, yeah. If you do that, I'll have Potato Bot whack you on the PP. See, and now I'm gonna actually have to whack Potato Bot in the head too. It's just the same thing. Here, get your double Roomba. Get to the 55 streak Potato Bot and hello Quishy. And I got pushed down the stairs by Toyohime. Tragic, you hate when that happens. Wild patch, don't see that very wild. Good grief, I'm gonna start banning everyone. Brick? You already have cheer, no brick. Not ever can throw bricks. You already have your cheer, no one. I'm not gonna add another. Also, specifically, because that is probably the most distracting emote. Just in terms of visuals. Because it's a flash on my right monitor. In fact, it's the only visual that makes me want to turn off my animated emotes. Start charging channel points. Like, no other emote is as visually distracting as the Chirno one. And it's not even close. That's stupid. Means it's working. I mean, something's working. My will to kill people. My desire for murder. Yeah. I'm going for the defensive play, but I'm still too jumpy with it. The Komachi one is nowhere near as distracting. Most animated emotes are not distracting. The Chirno one is really the only one. What did I just say about the brick emotes? See, I'm too jumpy with it. And now here comes Pazoots with another. Can we stop with the emo? I'm trying to practice. Okay, you're done. I don't believe you. If you're done, you will type enough non-link based messages to fucking get the Chirno bricks off my screen. Because, like, the thing is, I could add the bricks, but then I would probably have to disable animated emotes on my end while I'm playing Touhou, and I don't really want to do that. Appreciate that you're entertained. There's an error with that emote 11. I can't click that emote. Bricks be gone. Thank you, they're off the screen now. For now. Until someone else decides to be cringe. But 11, whatever emote you just added is an error. I literally can't click that link. Because it pops up ID error. Free Street Koishi. I selected from the OP stuff, yeah. See what they actually can have as skill cards. In before, you just have Yin Energy as a fucking skill card. Most useful skill card known to man. Did run everything randomized? Yeah, but did you, like, finish that run? Actually, that's weird of me. It's kind of weird to ask another grown man if he's finished. I'm often being a little too quick on my cutbacks. I think that's... Like, I'm too almost panicked to, like, force myself. Oops, that was just bad. Do another fun run next time. I don't know if I'll ever do another quote-unquote fun run of Puppet Dance. Ooh, what am I doing? Like, I like the Pokemon, like, gameplay archetype. Honestly, in terms of turn-based RPGs, I think it's, like, easily, like, one of the best, period, in terms of broad, like, archetypes. But, like, just the casual, like, run throughout most games just isn't... You know, I've done that so many times, it just doesn't have... I don't care for that anymore. Sonya moves be upon you. Joke's on you, she'll always give you good and bad movement. It is better to have forced a long spell one and not have needed to than it is to have not have done a long spell one and have needed to do the long one. It's that specific angled wave is the one I really don't know how to handle. I want to see something. Is it always... No, there's not a safe spot. At least Suwako sure can move, wow. No, there's something else I'm not sure about, but I want... Because there are pre-existing... Because, like, I see a lot of the same waves. And what I'm wondering... is if every wave... Because notice how in this part there are 6 rings around her, right? And they all are the same immediately. But then they all... they cut clockwise in like this. But then from here, they expand differently. But... I'm wondering if every time it expands, if the 6 rings are actually the same, and every new wave, it's just one of the rings is each of the possibles of the 6. Because I kind of want to say that might be the case. I really wish I could hold it as still without... I'm overthinking the middle thinking, yeah. Because some of the waves are more cringe than others. But, if there's always one that does the same thing... Because look at it, it's this fast one coming down right here. This one that I'm kind of in the middle on. Although I'm kind of in the middle of 2. That's really the bad one. I wonder if I could try to show this off. What I'm looking for. If I pop up one of my YouTube videos. Yeah, but that's me getting a really good and really lucky movement. Let me find a different one. Hello Knight, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Thank you for the good luck, Hello Knight, and also hello, Fammy Team. Hope you're doing well. Let me see if I can find this, because I wanna... No, that's me jumping straight... There's gotta be one I can find. I do Sanyu practice, like, every single stream. I really want one with, like, some, like, slightly, with an awkward wave. Imagine if YouTube would actually load right now. Yeah, well, okay, I think my screen captures my mouse. Right? I just opened this up because I can easily pull this out. So, if we look here... Because the thing is, because it starts off, it does six bouts like this, right? And then they kind of, like, swirl up, and there's just an absolute shit show. But, because some of these, because the waves break down differently, right? Like this one right here, this outer circle. No, not that. Because this one's like a good line, right? Because you just come up through the middle and it's fine, right? This outer ring on the right here. Some of the things are a lot, but we'll notice where my mouse is right here. There's this wave, which is always an awkward one. There tends to be this one here, where the bullets, like the angle that the wave gets shot at, forces the two waves to borderline overlap with each other. And it always makes one of these waves, like, problematic. Now, when the wave is far enough away from you, when she goes up like this, it's not that bad. You see this wave come out, like this wave, again. These two are part of the same ring. They follow each other. That's fine. This right here, okay, you'll notice on the left side, these two are like separated enough. There's a gap. But on the right, you can see where this bend and this bend, they come together over here, but then they merge. And then this is where it's really bad. We see another set, this one and then this one, and they merge right here. Again, right here, we have these two rings, that's fine, then they merge. And then we got two here, and then they merge. They merge every... It makes sense based on this, because if we notice where they spawn in, this part right here is off, but then this part's together. Well, that only sort of works sometimes. It's like half circles, where like this part is separate, and then this part's not. Look at my next go through. See what's different. Comes out. It bends. Because we'll notice, like, from this angle, I can point out the wave. So, we got this one right here, and which is part of this. These two bullets and these two bullets right here are part of the same set. And this is fine, because by the time it gets to me, they're separate enough. This is fine. That's okay. But this right here, this on the right, this set, if it comes to me from here, it's awkward, because they're conjoined. Fortunately, by the time it gets to me from this angle, it has had enough space to separate. This is where down movement really screws you on this attack. So the whole idea of defensively playing is to try to aim for these bigger parts away, like where the tight rings are as far away as possible to give yourself the most space. The good news about being in this spot is when she goes away, it just like makes everything so much better. I don't do any more of that practice. Okay, so this game that you hate playing, but you like watching. I appreciate it. Dropped out of your Touhou theory class. Leaked. I can't believe I leaked the screen. That shows Twitch. Support on it. Thank you for the 105 streak, Light General. I appreciate it. Where's Alan? We need him. When she goes up and away from you, it's so nice. Is that my laundry being done? Son of a bitch. You tried the Sanyo final save spot yet? Oh, I gotta... Hold up. I'll try shouting from the other room here. If I can, as I switch my laundry. Shouting really works. Okay, laundry has been switched. Where's Slug? I wasn't leaving, okay? Sit directly on top of Sonya there, and it just works, trust. Yeah, if of anyone I trust 11 the most. Try it? No. Oh, why do I still have the invincible on? Let me break it down for you, Mark. Ooh. See, that's exactly the line that I said from before. It's that tight weight. There's always, like, the one. Oop, I wasn't. But generally, the issue is, to be fair, wherever you stand, there's going to be a tight line. There it is again. I actually could have killed her. I should have just held it, but. Does she always angle the ball downwards? Well, there's my answer immediately. Cool. There was a... I died to the part I shouldn't have died to, but there was that ring again. I think the answer... I think for the most part, it's just often... If she goes up, you can generally play really... offensively positioned, but otherwise it's just defensive positioning is so good here. The problem is I went right back for it. Oh, that was just not good. The answer is always just have her go high. That's the best part. So I was gonna go lower despite I was already bottom hugging. If I could go further, I would. If I could distance myself as far away from Sanyo as I could, I would love to. There are too many moving pieces to look at. Yeah, if she gives you some like lucky movement, you can just play super passive, but then you get an ugly wave like this. I wonder if the answer to a bad wave is just to use the crap and the prac. The prac is the practice tool. The crap is something that actually like edits the game itself. I don't know the details. Like it's not a practice tool. It's an actual like. Buy the power of homing. Buy it, guys. I'm only selling it for $9.99. I'd appreciate it if some people would buy it. Help me out. Oh, I froze in front of that bullet. Okay. Now let's actually count. Bad wave. Playing the intersection. Wait. Wait. Am I stupid? Don't answer that. Okay, that was on me. That one's not. Notice how I didn't listen to myself there. Huh, 1. Thinking there's idea. What I'm... Huh. Oh, back into... Hello, Alan. Sometimes it's hard to read ahead of time, but I can... Notice how I did myself dirty there. Yeah, but that stage menu. You're talking about this one? The way you do it is after just opening the prac, you just go into practice. And like when you click practice and says like the normal selecting practice, it just pops up that. Gee, I wonder why that was free. No wonder, the balls all aligned. Hold on a second. Hold on, I want to leave you this theme for a second. I need to check something. Y'all ignore that thing for a second. Okay. Oop. What I'm realizing is that this is kind of a Divine Virtues moment. I think it's harder, but... Although with good RNG, it's easier. Oh, well, that was dead. On your vitals. Yeah, I totally believe you. That wasn't good. I had to force that really, really stupid one. Yeah, going near the tip of the balls. Or in your case, the pedals. Oop. Oop. Also, I want to comment. I'm incredibly happy right now. I finally got my first Labby Try hate comment ever, so I'm really it is really putting me in a good mood. What did it say? It's an angry comment of someone who's not very happy that I didn't really care about the dialogue too much. Listen, I'll say that I don't normally say this, but go to my Labby Try, my part 1, my first part on YouTube. There's a comment. I hearted it. I want everyone, if you're willing to go in there and upvote it. I want it, well, not upvote, but to like that comment. I'd appreciate it a lot. Skip bonds right here. It's from part what? It's from the first part. Like that. Like the final part is the only part where I actually like really was going against that at all. Yeah, the rings are related to each other, the inner and the outer ring. Now, each of the 6 petals, I'm not exactly sure if they're related. I think they are. But I think with how broad her movement is, it's so different that it doesn't matter. Can we get our mods to timeout 11 while we're at it, by the way? It'd be really cool. Like, I'd like to lock him in a box and poke him with sticks. Like, if she goes high up, then it's great. Then you can just play so much more aggressive. No, Alan, he was trying to tell me that Sanyo Final has a free safe spot on top of her head. Oop. There's no safe spot, though. I mean, the attack as a whole, if she moves the right direction, it's incredibly easy. I'll say that. Oop. Oop. Just scuffing the butt here. Oh, I just completely shafted myself. How? Fucking bro doesn't know how to record anything. Oh my goodness. What are you, me? Have a good one, Toaster. Therapy strategy to avoid the entire Sonic play. Just press Alt F4 at the same time. Skip the boss. True. Hate this fight. engineer. That's me every time I try to use something. Bro, I barely know how to use OBS. OBS, like, updates something, like has an update, like, once a month. And then once every, like, 6 months, it, like, changes the layout of something. And then I'm like, I have no idea how to use this anymore. This is beyond me. Oop! Oh, I hate that. I was just looking like Momichi too. Now you need help. I mean, this pattern is just... I mean, Momichi's disgusting, and this pattern's disgusting, so... Honestly, you're not that crazy. Yeah, I think 15 minutes of that is fine for now. Oh, too aggressive. Lasers, yeah. Like, the thing about this is, like, the lasers themselves are perfectly fine. Well, let's sit here and watch this. Like, watch me. The problem is the mass of purple bullets. Now, this is me doing this in a much more safe method. I'm not really pure optimizing for damage right now. bottom hug, though. Now that sounds questionable at best. I love when the boss moves away from me. Oop. Oops, she killed me. If you do 50 cents, say you are lying, ready to believe, not lying. No, no, if he does a 50 cent and then says he's lying, then I'll believe it. Or play with your Meva and Alfonso could do the 67 set, yeah. Well, I think because 50 is a good amount, because it doesn't have to be 50. You can do 30 and it'd be fine. Hell, I'd believe 20. But much like with most strats, like 4 isn't good enough, right? 5 isn't good enough. Even 10 can be decent, but 10 is still within a margin of error. Do an hour of spell card. Relax! Most 50 sets don't take an hour. They're usually like half an hour. Usually 30 is a good sample size for statistical things. It's a good sample size for your mom as well. Don't ask what that means. You PH 25 times in a row, can you say it's free? Sure. I mean, you could say it's free regardless if you do it 25 times in a row. I don't really mind. Yeah, but 1,000 times in a row, it's very safe for you. Okay, what if you cap it 998 times in a row? And then decide, I don't know if I want to go the rest. No, not 998 and die. 998, but then your arm broke. Okay? Your arm actually fell off, and you can't play Touhou anymore. Someone shows up, he has a 998 set in PDH, but then just got drafted to war and his arm blew off, and he can't play Touhou anymore. It is the way it is. Oop. With a broker arm? What's a broker arm? Am I stockbroker? I didn't think I'm that terrible of a person. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm a saint or anything, but I don't think I'm that bad of a person. Oop, too aggressive. We're still at the pop. I am a huge believer in the misdirection, though, here. That was a little too off. How far is too much? Oop, that was... You have higher cap rate in Momiji than Shizua mid-spell. Well, now I just think either A, you're lying, B, you have no time on Shizua mid-spell compared to Momiji, or C, you're an idiot. In a nice way, Not a bad, not a bad kind of idiot, like a lovable idiot, right? Yeah, Mothman will be a perfect Meteorico final cap rate. Other thing, anyone who ever says they have a perfect Meteorico final cap rate on Lunatic has either done it twice or they are lying. So tell me, did you LNB on your second try ever? Only on credits, though? Okay, now we're just including credits. If we're including credits, I have a better fucking cap rate on every single Yuyuko attack than I do on Letty. Dude, when she goes up, it just is so... Your cap rate microphone is 9 out of 9. Oh my gosh, it's the Chirno number? Oh my gosh, Baka moment? Well, Alan, don't slander another normal player again. Well-known toxic player, Alan. You know, in fact, he's probably the one... He's probably the one who orchestrated that person to leave me a hate message on Labby Try. That's probably Alan's doing, now that I think about it. Guys, I need everyone here to go downvote every single Alan video right now. YouTube. He's a terrible person. We gotta call him out, get rid of him. I also say the dislike is knowing that dislikes actually help videos out because it boosts engagement. Like here's like the thing that people don't realize about dislikes often is that YouTube just reads dislikes the same way it fucking reads likes. And it just boosts the algorithm for him. You're generally not toxic with you. However you say Ludic Sanyo attack is not that bad. Maybe different. Here's what I'll say. Sanyo final is not bad. 2/3 of the time for capping. 2/3 of the time, not a problem. If you're trying to cap it. If you're trying to time it out, then it's a different story. But, like... But... I believe Alan is a famous singer. He is? Are you descendant of Frank Sinatra? Oop. Alan's an alien? Well, we already knew that. That's pretty obvious, just looking at your Touhou runs. You probably dodge rain showers, don't you? You inside and all the raindrops go around you, huh? Oop. He kept lying the entire time. He's deceived us. Kimco, chairman of Kimco Group, a major Taiwanese power sports and scooter manufacturer. Damn, Alan, I didn't know you were into that. I also didn't know you were Taiwanese. I thought you said you lived in like Central Europe, but apparently you've been lying to me. Fuck that wave. Also, I'll say, I think this is only her second hardest attack. Personally. I think Spell 1 is worse than this attack. Although I think a lot of that is based on the idea of doing the misdirect. If you're not doing the misdirect, it's going to make good luck better, but it's going to make bad luck worse. The Miracle Malamute dude, is this... Sorry, that does still count. Depends on what way. Technically, a run might invalidate you, but it's an active item, so if you never use it, it's fine, right? Like, what it does is it clears some bullets in front of you, it gives you money based on how much you cleared. I can't wait to buy blank card on my LNN run. Is what I would say, but I'll definitely forget about it on pace and not buy blank card on LNN pace. Is the RNG better because it performs miracles? Damn, maybe I need to actually start using that item. Blank Art stage 5 and validate the run. Not necessarily, although there are some people who are purists in that regard who would say yes, but... But fuck them. Honestly. My feet says on the final stage you're doing your LNN just to send a message. I won't do that. The only items I'll buy in an LNN are additional lives, so you have the additional lives thing, or maybe the blank card, just for the meme of it. Blank card more fun in UM or Lost Branch? Lost Branch. Just because it is the greatest thing in the entire game in Lost Branch. Like, there's no other like Blank Art's funny in this game, absolutely, but it's also, like, awkward. But, like, in Lost Branch, it's the greatest thing in the game, in my opinion. You always grab it. There's never a time not to grab it. Like, generally, my rule of thumb is after a boss fight, if offered blank card, take blank card. If no blank card, then you actually have to determine what's the best item to take. I have no clue what my broad set is as a whole right now, but I feel like it's actually pretty fucking solid on this attack. I immediately die. Never mind, it's over. It's cooked. This non's impossible. I had to say, see, that's what I said before. If you complain about an attack being impossible, it will be fine for you. And if you comment like on an attack slightly positively, it's gonna kill you. It's always how it goes. He'd like dying in the dumbest ways. Okay, this is only about 20 minutes of this non, but happy enough with it, so I think it's fine to move for now. For now. Oh! Never mind, it's over. I gotta go for another 20. Obviously, there's a weird aspect in practice where your RNG, where, like, practice in this game is never going to be able to practice for the worst case RNG. You can practice for some bad RNG, but you're never going to hit worst case RNG in practice in this game. On this non specifically. You have to do spell one in order to potentially get the really worst case runs. Dude, what happened to me? I literally complimented my ability on doing this attack, and now it's over. Get good RNG. Yeah, but to get a good RNG on everything in a run is not possible. Statistically speaking. Okay, we've fallen off. Let's move on. Let's do some non-1. Not too much. Ah, let's do a little. What am I talking about? Non-1's free. Weird with changing up the misdirect depending on which side she moves to. No. You have to misdirect left, right, left, right, left, right. You have to do it in that order, or it doesn't, or the misdirect just doesn't work. Let me show you. Because if I misdirect wave, here's misdirect the normal way. This is the wrong attack. This is me misdirecting wave 1 on the left, which is what you always do. I'm gonna come over here. Come over here, you see the buckle. You can see the buckle in the bullet. I'm going to come to the right and do the same thing. Now let me do it on the right side for wave 1. You see, it's completely different with the way it warps the bullets. It doesn't do the buckle when you're on the opposite side. And the side alternates per wave, so that's why we go left, right, left, right, left, right. Depending on how many waves you go, of course. Because if you go to the opposite side, then it doesn't do it in a good way. So you have to misdirect from the proper side. That's one of the awkward things about dying to her. Is that if you die to her, it'll clear everything, usually at the next wave. So if you try to go to the next wave, like the opposite side of what you just did, it'll actually be wrong, so it'll be 2 waves ahead. Because of timing. You'll think it's the next wave, because that's what you're used to, but it'll be 2 waves ahead, and it'll fuck you over. Ugh. Also, Alan, I want to mention, I briefly looked at your LNN earlier, and I want to say that Sakuya's spam section is actually free. Like, what the fuck? Stage 4 spam specifically. Sakuya's Stage 4 spam is actually so just easy mode. Like, what are we doing here? I love Reimu on this part. Dude, sometimes it's just, like, free. I think it's that much worse than staying in the middle to kill them. For Reimu, it is a bit of a problem, and I'll tell you why. Because if you notice me in the middle, the homing will dance between sides here, right? Because the homing is good like that in this specific situation. So I kill everything before it reaches the corner, usually saving me a shot or two on each enemy. If you look at the enemies at the top, like, occasionally if I drift too far to the side, something will get through, like what happened there. Or if I have to focus too much, something gets through. The problem is, if I play on the side over here, you'll notice that on the right side, all the fairies get through. So and then you notice when they get low like this, they're not shooting, but it's distracting my homing bullets. So on average, you just kill less fairies if you're trying to stay over here. What is bitch area? What is bitch area? Hello, Fruit. Thank you for the Master Spark that brings good luck. Like, I believe with other characters, it is very possible to kill it on the side here. If I do it like this, it's good, actually. If I do this type of thing, but because I kill the dude. But the problem is, if I just stay still, I don't always kill the dudes. So it's generally just best, in my opinion, to be right here. Oop, what am I doing? Not that being in the middle is particularly great by any means, but in my and like I've seen Reimu players do different things, but in my experience, being in the middle specifically as Reimu is better. Sakuya does a thing kind of in the middle too, but it's a little bit different. Sometimes the seas just part for you. It's great. This part's also really an awkward section, because good luck early gives you better luck late. The more of this part you can spend unfocused, the better. The moment you have to focus, it just starts letting more fairies get a couple more shots off each. It sucks. And then it just makes it get slightly denser. And then you have to focus more, and then just... snowballing stage, right? Yeah, this is a very snowbally type thing. Fortunately, it doesn't snowball to be that much worse than this, because not gonna lie, Reimu's kind of so bad that it's not, like, the worst RNG is that much, or the worst, like, case scenario of this section is that much worse. Like, it's worse, but it's not that much worse. I'm gonna get tax in a run. Unbelievable. Couldn't be me. Oof. Well, technically, you can do whatever you want in the game. It's a single-player game for a reason. Which is why I do things the way I do. Because you can kind of just do them however you want. Our runs today? I have not done a single run yet today. I've actually only played 4 different attacks so far today. Attack/stage sections as a whole. And I was thinking about going back to Sanyo Non 1. Or some of the amulets drunk and loop back towards the bottom, because the homing is stupid. Okay, the homing in this game is not the smartest at times. That's my answer. It's not like a real answer, but I'm going to pretend it's a real answer. Sad the safe spot didn't exist after all. Me too, kid. Too cute on that one. I should go take a water break. I'll be back in a minute. Sanyo spell 1 looks like catwalk if it was bad. You do like to say words, don't you? Oh, what do I want to do? I do. Oop. Oop. I hate the blue part. If it's really bad, someone would say it's the worst part. But do it, move toward the wall, then move toward the center. I hate the Conoco opener. I hate the Conoco opener. Have a good one, 11. I think this game really is just Conoco opener, isn't it? Oh, oh shit! My dryer's done. I want to go put some pants on. Hold on. Back to wearing jeans. You know, that'd be easier if it was instead of 27-minute Conoco opener time lock. You bitch! It would be hard. 27 minutes of Conoco opener would be... Like the difference of 27 minutes of Conoco opener, like, oh, Conoco opener isn't the hardest attack. But 27 minutes where you cannot let up. It's constant. It's a continuous barrage. 20 minutes of Divine Virtues would be easier than 27 minutes of Divine Virtues would be easier than 27 minutes of Conoco opener, in my opinion, because of that. Because it's a lot more continuous than Divine Virtues is. Piss butt. Piss her butt. Piss in her butt. There's no her in this situation, though, so... It's actually just Reimu. These freaking disgusting plebs are pissing in Reimu's butt. It's disgusting. Oh! You know, whatever way you do the early section, the end section is always still just the same. Ooh. You know, I should probably figure something out. How many of these goobers even spawn per side? It's 2, 4... That's actually kind of hard to figure out because they spawn slightly differently. Hold on, that's interesting. They do spawn a little differently, don't they? It's 2, 4, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a weird diagonal, and then you get the other 6 in a diagonal. Is there any more at the end? Yeah, it looks like there's another 2 or 3 at the end. In the low center. Unfortunately, no matter what you do, they're always guaranteed to shoot a couple. By a couple, I mean of one wave. No matter how quick you kill one of them, every single Spirit Wisp will always shoot one. Yeah, obviously not in the dead middle, but... You try the middle safe spot. Let me go here. Close. Oh, this time for sure. This time for sure. Almost. I could kill one before it shoots. From what I saw Blue Bus say, I don't think anyone can off the top of my head. Let's do this as Reimu. I don't know if I actually ever saw him do this as Reimu. Pretty sure the only character I've seen him play as is Marissa. That's not true. I saw him do... I think it was one of Sanyo's attacks as Reimu. BK Campaign as Marissa. The homing doesn't help like you think it does. Because realistically, like, with all my homing at this beginning section, walking around while focus shooting these guys is about as good. Because unfortunately, amulets don't deal any damage. Like, the homing does get some value, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's worthless, but... You know, there's an interesting thing with Reimu, which is the idea of not hugging a wall. Making sure you're just far enough away from a wall to get your additional homing damage in. If you're too close to a wall, the homing amulet will just disappear out the space. If you don't die to the midsection, you don't have to worry about picking up the power. Oop, that was too much. Like with this, you can play pretty homing fast and loose until right about here. No, right about there is when the final wave spawns. And there's one little peasant that still survives. I actually think the drift from right to left is probably better at the end, but it's more uncomfortable to go from right to left. To be fair, I also say it's better pulling it out of my ass. I hate this purple fairy. I don't even know why I'm practicing. I don't need to, and I don't want to. I just instinctually start doing it at the very end. Oop. I shouldn't do just the left, right, left. Or the start on the left, go right, come back left, and then... And with that, I should either go left, right, left, back to the middle, or left, right, back to the middle. Stop doing this stupid fairy. I don't want to do them. Yes, the horizontal X part here is the only part that is not symmetrical. You are correct. With them spawning. Otherwise, I believe everything else is. Of course, they do shoot random rotation, I believe, so... Get fun to like students' fairies. Whatever you want to believe. We live in a magical world. Whatever you want to believe is true. Stop doing that fairy! I can't stop! That doesn't hurt. It hurts my eyes! And my brain to have to do that. Piss her butt. It tore all the hair to the eyes? Fair. Oop, that's too slow. I think I just have to suck up coming from the right to left. Why can't every section just be the spam from this stage? At least it's easier to comprehend. I just not focusing when I go on the right. It just doesn't kill them. Unless my movement is, like, hella on point. You know about PDH with bright bolts on a bright background? One thing I don't like about Oku is bright blue bullets on a bright sun, but yeah, here we are. I will never understand these psychopathic freaks that call it QEDR. Actually psychopaths. In the Touhou scene. Or QED, because R is the rage section. Oop. Practice helping. The practice is helping. It's also helping me lose my mind. But that was inevitable. So you're buffering out? Unbelievable. Classic Romanian internet. QED is, yes, the 495 years. Blonde final. You might have practically that you are good at the game. Yeah, QED's final. Insert my previous statement. Not the one about it being the final, but the one before that. You understand how aliens read them? Rage faces? I just don't think they're that interesting, personally. But that's personal taste. Now give me this every day of the way. Spoonful of this right in my stomach. I can't go a day without consuming the Divine Orb slop. Waiter, more Divine Orbs, please. Let's add to the theme list. You can just color Flan and not Flandre, and it's fine. The biggest here's the thing, like 98% of attacks in this game, like there is a sort of strategy you can use. There's no strategy on this attack. Now technically there is. I understand that there is some aspects that you're trying to look for. But like the name of this attack is just fucking go. Just have fun. That's why it's a fun attack. There's no strategy. It's just have fun and good luck. It's also literally free. Trying to use live arc. I said yes, there is technically a little bit of strategy, but like, obviously being vertical is very good, but it's not always good. Obviously, it's just like it's just you just let the moment go, and you just say, you know what, let's have fun. Fuck me. It's easy if you look carefully and dodge it, so true. Just memorize all 6 million possible orb bounces. Or bounce patterns. Yeah, maybe I believe you. But 6 million orb patterns? Really? Well, the attacks for Bomb Hug only is not too great. Hold on! That's like 50 patches are more than people could do. I mean, look at that red bullet just swinging to the side. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I always talk, because Divine Virtues of Wind Gods can theoretically be predicted down to a T. At the start of every wave, you can predict it perfectly with pre-reads, but no one's going to actually be able to do it. It's just not really feasible. Even utilizing pre-reads to a small degree is very, pain in the ass to do. It's very doable. Also, Alan, can I comment about how, like, I checked out a little bit of your Sakuya run, and, I didn't know that, like, Sakuya is literally broken in this game. What are we talking about? Hold on, like... Bro, you literally do a one-wave Megumu non-2. It's literally free. Megumu non-2 can literally be one wave. Like, what are we doing? I'm thinking feel Vougy is gonna be bad, and it just is. Doesn't need her to follow me. I can't believe that 2/3 of the time. Literally me complaining about Sanyo Final. Literally me complaining about any attack in the world. What the fuck is this, Megumu? I hate this slut. Like, how some of these waves happen is just like an enigma. Like, it's good, but she brainrots you into highly avoiding them focuses. So true. She also brainwashes you into every single pad joke. Oh, that was too low. I hate this spell. This spell is so cringe. I swear, this spell is set up. I think it's probably bugged in my computer, honestly. I think that's probably what it is. I think it's set up to be bugged specifically for me. It's just the fucking problem of that there's a very basic and simple, like, idea for this spell. And it tends to work. That was on me. Like, most of the time. And I know this idea works, because, like, I've looked around, I see, like Blue Bus literally talks about the exact same strat. And he does the exact same thing, like, it works. And, it just keeps working, and then for some reason, just it takes, like, the fucking slightest, like... excuse me. Like, the slightest thing. And then, boom, it just, like, eats shit for some reason. And it's impossible to tell why it eats shit. Because, like, when it's working like this, it's just working. There's no problems with it. Look at it. It's just working. It's still working. It's still working. Boom. We talked about the detail. He also, I noticed, doesn't do the up move thing like you do. Not that I think that is inherently right or wrong. The idea is you just want to, like, aim the balls, like, directly horizontally at each other from as close to the middle as possible on the balls. Is, like, the basic core. But then, like, all it takes is, like, one slight off vertical thing, and it's just, like, piss or dick. That line. That was a cursed line from the beginning. Even if I would have gotten around that, I would have been in a bad spot. A very doable spot, but a bad spot. Worse than if I'd gone the other direction. Do some hole. See what I'm gonna do? Click this button. Guys, I found a new tech. It's called press the X button. It's actually really useful. I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever found this before. The answer to going to the tip of the pedals on this attack also just doesn't fucking matter if she just goes up. Why doesn't he bomb? Is he stupid? Good question. Let's go die to Michael once. And then I'll move on for the day. Good job, Chicken Bite. You jinxed it. Close. Ugh. It would be sacrilege to go without giving at least one honest attempt at a run. Oh. Okay, let's just move on. Gaddly doodly doodly doo. We'll be back for more Sanyo Spell 1 and Non 2 tomorrow. But I can only handle so much Sanyo Spell 1 and Non 2 in one day. In the meantime, Rumia. Indeed, that is Rumia, Serious Bot. I'm Potato Bot. I'm glad you understand. Dude, it was like Sunday morning. I really wanted to do more of this game, but I was like, no. I'll hit rank 10 at the end. Let me just re-input something real quick.